Hey Crossroad Kids! It's Teacher Melissa. I hope you all are having a great and fun day so far. Today we're going to get to do a fun craft together to help us to remember your Bible story a little bit better this week. It's going to be the scene in which Moses hit the rock with his staff and that water came gushing out for him and the people of Israel. And so we're going to make our own rock, in which we're going to also hit it with our staff to have water come out. This helps to remind us that God's power can give us what we need. And so I'm going to let you guys know what you'll need for this fun craft, and then we can get started. Okay? Alrighty. So first, you'll need 2 blank pieces of paper, a popsicle stick, a glue stick, tape, any tape should be good though, scissors, and your favorite coloring tools, whether markers, crayons, or both. Okay friends, are you guys ready?
Ready!
Awesome. Okay, so we'll get started. Just so you know, I pre-made some of the things already just to save some time, but feel free to pause at any moment if you feel you need more time and you want to decorate more or whatever it is. And then when you're ready for the next step, you can jump back in anytime. Okay, so first, with one of the blank pieces of paper, you're going to fold it in half like this, open it up, and then with scissors and help from an adult or mommy or daddy who's with you, you're going to cut this in half so that you'll then have 2 new separate pieces of paper. So on each of the paper, one is going to be the rock and one is going to be the water. It's up to you to decide whichever one you want. But I'm going to show you an example of what I did. So for the rock, with my coloring tools, I colored my rock here. You can make it bigger or smaller, whatever. Bigger is always better though. Gonna be much easier for this craft. And then with the other blank paper, and my other coloring tools, I made my water like this. So with your water, just make it about half of the page. Don't fill it up because you'll still need a little bit of this white paper. So yeah, feel free to pause here and take your time decorating and coloring your rock and your water, and then jump back in when you're ready for the next part. And so since you're ready, we're going to cut each of these parts out. So we can start with the rock first, with your scissors and help from an adult or mommy or daddy who's with you. You'll cut it out so that it'll be like this. I cut out mine already. And then with the water, before you cut the whole thing out, you're going to need to cut out just a thin strip of paper. And what I mean is you'll need to just cut out a strip of paper like this. And just set this part aside. And then once you have that, then you can cut out the rest of your water out so that you'll have your water now like this. Okay, so next we're going to need, you could use either tape or glue stick. For this I'm going to use some tape, but we're going to set up our rock and water that's going to come from the rock. So the way we'll do it is we're going to do some stuff in the back of both of them. So first we're going to attach them together and with some tape. You can pick whatever spot. I'll pick around here. Just make sure not to put it all the way in the corner, because when we set this up and then we put it onto the other blank piece of paper, this part and this part of the rock is going to be glued on or attached to the paper. So we should not block this part. Okay? So once you have them together, then we're going to hide our water into our rock. And by doing that, I'm just folding it in like that until nothing's really showing, because again, when we attach it to the other blank piece of paper, the rock should first look like this. No sign of any water, because it's hiding underneath. So yeah, once you have that, we're going to then, you can put this aside and we're going to set up our staff. So with the strip of thin paper I had you guys cut earlier, your popsicle, and for this I'm going to use glue stick, but you could use tape if you feel it's easier for you to. We're just going to attach them together. Okay, and now we have our staff ready to then attach to our water. So before we attach them together, I'll ask you to fold it in half like this, and then see the middle part that we just folded? That part is going to connect to the water. So what I mean, you can see this, so that part again, that middle part, that's gonna tell me where I'm attaching this to the water. So I'm going to glue it. Like that. Okay. And so, once it's good, you can fold it back in like this, with now the staff kind of attached to it, because when you have the front of it, it'll be like this, so that you could then pull the water in and out after you've hit the rock with your staff. So now we can put our rock onto our other blank piece of paper, and again we're going to attach it to the end. So you're going to put glue or tape, if it's easier for you, whichever you prefer, here and here. But don't put at the corner of the ends, because it'll be easier, or there'll be more room for the water to go a little bit in and out a little bit better. With my glue stick, and I'm going to put some down, some here, but again not all the way. And then I'm going to attach it to my paper. Like that. So again, just make sure this part isn't attached though, and this bottom part isn't. And you can fold the water back in. So it should be looking like this now, with the staff out here but attached to the water. And then with your coloring tools, your favorite color, you're going to write the key thing we guys want you to remember about this story, about how God's power can give you what you need, and that it comes from Numbers, where it comes from in the Bible. So, with your favorite color, you'll write this on the top. God's power can give me what I need. And again, this story comes from Numbers, the book Numbers, chapter 20 and verses 1 to 13. And then, friends, once you've got that done, you're finished with your craft! Yay! So again, like in the story, you just tap the rock, or you hit the rock with your staff and pull out the water, just like how Moses was able to do it with God's power. Okay, friends, I know it will be it doesn't necessarily go in a little as smoothly, but just gently tuck it back in so you can pull it back out again. Okay, friends, I hope you had fun doing that craft with me. I had fun with you guys. Please feel free to share your rock and how your craft turned out with us on social media, or you can email us. We'd love to see how awesome it all turned out. And again, I hope you guys have a great week, and just remember that God's power can give you what you need. Okay, friends, till next time. Bye.